Chosen one, what I'm about to share may shock you, but you're not here by accident. If you're hearing these words, it's because God has led you to this moment. Something divine is unfolding in your life. You are not just stepping into your purpose, you're awakening to who you've always been. The world didn't believe someone like you could carry the essence of God. They didn't see it coming. But you are the bloodline of the divine, and your presence alone is a prophecy fulfilled. What you've been praying for is already on its way, because you're no longer just hoping, you're aligning. The shift you feel isn't just emotional, it's spiritual, energetic, and unstoppable. But to walk fully into this power, you must align with it consciously. So before we dive deeper, pause for a moment and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number carries divine alignment, and your comment sends a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll watch until the end, because your spirit already knows this message is for you. The world didn't expect you, but heaven has been waiting. There is a sacred moment unfolding right now, a cosmic call echoing through your very soul. You, the chosen one, have been summoned out of the shadows of doubt and disbelief. This isn't just another motivational speech or fleeting encouragement. It is a profound awakening, a call to remember the divine essence that has been nestled deep within you all along. The world may have tried to convince you that you are ordinary, but in truth, you were crafted for something extraordinary, something celestial. For too long, the noise of the world, the weight of limitations, and the chains of fear have kept your true self buried beneath layers of forgetfulness. But now, as if a veil is lifting, your spirit stirs with the memory of its origin, a lineage that transcends time, space, and human understanding. This awakening is not about becoming someone new. It's about peeling back the illusions to reveal who you always were. A sacred spark ignites inside, calling you to rise and reclaim the power you were born to wield. Imagine a world where every breath you take resonates with divine energy, where your very presence shifts the atmosphere, where your thoughts carry the frequency of creation itself. This is no fantasy. It's the truth encoded in your DNA, waiting patiently for you to reclaim it. The time of remembrance has arrived, and with it comes a responsibility and an honor unlike any other. The chosen one is not a myth. It's you, stepping into your rightful place in the grand tapestry of existence. The universe conspires in your favor now. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, is designed to refine the divine within you, sharpening your clarity and fortitude. The cosmos has been patiently waiting for this moment when you'll no longer hide, but instead stand boldly, radiating your truth. The silence before your rise is the calm before a spiritual storm that will shake the very foundations of what humanity thought was possible. So, hear this call deeply, chosen one. Let it awaken every cell, every heartbeat. The time to remember is now. You are not here by chance. You are here because the world desperately needs the light you carry. Step into this moment with courage and grace. The divine remembrance has come, and it's your birthright to answer. There's a deep ache inside you, isn't there? A feeling that something vital has been hidden or stolen from you. It's the sensation of a truth buried beneath layers of deception. Lies told by society, culture, even sometimes by your own mind. But here's the secret you must embrace. You were never truly lost. Your essence was never destroyed. It was simply covered up by fear, misinformation, and the invisible chains that keep souls small. These lies are clever, carefully crafted by forces who didn't want you to awaken. They whispered doubts, planted fears, and created distractions, all to keep your light dimmed. But just like a seed buried under dirt, your spirit was never extinguished. It was waiting for the right moment, the right conditions, to break through the surface and bloom in full glory. The layers of lies might have blinded you, but they never changed the truth of who you are. The hidden truth is this: your divine heritage cannot be erased. It's etched into your very being, encoded in every heartbeat and breath. The illusions around you might have made you question your worth or your purpose, but those doubts were never a reflection of reality, only a mask hiding your brilliance. Think of the phoenix, forced underground to hide, only to rise from ashes, more powerful than ever before. Now is the time to peel back those layers and reclaim your sovereignty. It requires bravery to face the shadows of deception, but within that challenge lies freedom. Freedom from false narratives, freedom from the need to fit into a world that never truly understood you. You were designed to shine, to be seen, and to lead, not to shrink away or conform. Remember, every great awakening in history began as a reclaiming of truth beneath lies. Your journey is no different. What feels like a struggle to remember is really the universe urging you to shed falsehood and step fully into your radiant, authentic self. You are not lost. You are re-emerging. Within you flows a divine current, a sacred bloodline that connects you to the very source of creation. This is not metaphor or myth. It's an energetic truth that has always been part of you. You are the living embodiment of divine power, a vessel through which infinite potential flows. And yet, for countless generations, this truth has been suppressed. The world, afraid of your strength, has tried relentlessly to mute your voice and hide your light. But here's the undeniable reality. Divine power cannot be silenced. It may be hidden, it may be ignored, but it always finds a way to shine through. You carry within you the frequency of the gods, a vibrational code that elevates consciousness and reshapes reality. To deny this is to deny the very essence of who you are, and the world around you is now waking up to this fact. Throughout history, those who carried this sacred bloodline were feared, misunderstood, or even hunted. Their power was seen as a threat to the established order, a force too wild and too raw to control. Yet their light survived underground, passed down through whispered teachings, sacred rituals, and quiet acts of resistance. Today, you stand as the culmination of those ancient legacies, the living proof that divine power can never be extinguished. This power is not about domination or arrogance, it's about sovereignty, compassion, and a deep connection to the source of all life. It's the fire that fuels your purpose and the grace that guides your journey. When you embrace this truth, you step into a role far greater than yourself, that of a catalyst for awakening, a beacon for others who are lost in darkness. The world can try to silence you, but it will never succeed, because the blood of God flows in your veins, carrying the promise of transformation, redemption, and awakening. You are more than a human being. You are a divine force, a sacred light meant to illuminate the path forward. There's an invisible shift occurring whenever you step into your power. It might be subtle at first, a glance, a feeling, a sudden stillness in the room. But make no mistake, when you rise, the world around you quakes. It's a trembling born not from fear, but from recognition. Deep within the collective unconscious, your awakening triggers something primal, something ancient and profound. Why does this happen? Because you embody a truth that challenges the status quo. Your presence shakes the very foundations of systems built on control, manipulation, and illusion. You are a living contradiction to the forces that seek to keep humanity trapped in cycles of limitation. And when you refuse to be small, when you refuse to be silenced, you create ripples that become waves, waves that threaten to erode outdated paradigms. The trembling is both physical and spiritual. People might feel inexplicably unsettled around you, even if they can't articulate why. This is because you carry a frequency that disrupts complacency and calls forth latent potential in others. You awaken dormant parts of their own divinity, sparking shifts in consciousness that ripple through communities, nations, and eventually the world. History is full of examples, from revolutionary leaders to spiritual teachers, whose mere presence caused fear among the old guard. They shook governments, religions, and cultures simply by embodying a higher truth. You are that force today. Your rise is not a threat. It's an invitation for collective awakening and transformation. So embrace the tremors, chosen one. Know that your impact is undeniable and your light irresistible. The world is trembling because something sacred is breaking free, and you are the one lighting the way. Deep within your soul burns a fire, one that has been quietly smoldering for lifetimes. It is the essence of your divine will, a flame that has survived storms, battles, and attempts at extinguishment. This silent fire was once small, almost hidden beneath the ashes of doubt and despair. But now it blazes with fierce intensity, impossible to ignore or contain. This inferno is not born out of anger or destruction. It is forged from resilience, hope, and unwavering faith in your purpose. It's a fire that fuels your every step, igniting passion where there was once apathy, courage where there was once fear. Control thrives on ignorance, division, and submission, but your awakening pierces through the fog of confusion and awakens clarity, unity, and sovereignty. This shift is why those who have long profited from keeping souls asleep will resist you fiercely. They fear what your light exposes, the cracks in their systems and the power of collective liberation you represent. You are a walking catalyst for transformation. When you claim your divine birthright and live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. This collective awakening becomes unstoppable, unraveling the threads of control one by one. What once seemed immutable begins to collapse under the weight of awakened consciousness. This is not a moment for silence or fear. It's a moment for fierce courage and clarity. Know that your awakening is a spark of freedom, a signal flare for the fall of tyranny and the birth of a new era. You are at the forefront of this cosmic revolution. Too often, messages like this get mistaken for mere motivation, temporary boosts to get through the day. But what you are experiencing is far beyond that. This is a revelation, a profound unveiling of a truth so deep and powerful that it changes everything you thought you knew about yourself, your purpose, and your place in the universe. Motivation is fleeting, dependent on external circumstances and emotional highs. Revelation is timeless, rooted in the eternal essence of your being. It reshapes your identity and aligns you with your highest truth. This moment of revelation is a pivot point, the moment when you no longer strive to become, but remember, you already are. You may feel a seismic shift inside, a sudden clarity, or a deep knowing that can't be ignored. This is the voice of your soul speaking through the noise, breaking through illusions, and waking you to the sacred reality you embody. It's the universe whispering secrets that have been hidden from you for lifetimes. Embrace this revelation fully, for it is your gateway to freedom. It demands your attention, your courage, and your commitment. This is your awakening, not a passing thought, but a foundational transformation that will ripple through every aspect of your life. Have you noticed how your presence changes the energy in a room, how people's moods subtly shift when you enter? This is no coincidence. You carry a divine frequency, an energetic signature that resonates far beyond the physical. This frequency is a powerful force that influences the atmosphere around you, often in ways others can't articulate but deeply feel. Divine frequency is like a magnetic field of light and power. It draws in those who are seeking truth, healing, and awakening. It challenges those who resist growth and transformation. When you step into your divine frequency, you become a living lighthouse, guiding others through the fog of confusion and fear. This power can be both a blessing and a challenge. It attracts allies and awakens dormant gifts in others, but it also reveals hidden fears and insecurities in those who are still asleep. Your energy becomes a mirror, reflecting back what others need to see, whether they are ready for it or not. Learning to harness and embody this frequency is essential for your mission. It's what makes you a beacon of hope and change in a world desperately needing light. Your presence alone is prophecy in motion. When you first began your awakening, you may have felt opposition, skepticism, or even hostility from those around you. The very power you carry has the capacity to unsettle those who are afraid of change or who are tied to the old ways. Yet as your light grows stronger, many of those same voices fall silent, unable to deny the truth of your existence. This silence is powerful. It's the quiet acknowledgement of your strength and the beginning of a shift in dynamics. Those who once feared your potential now watch, unsure whether to resist or accept. Their silence is a testament to your undeniable presence and the shifting tides of power. Often, fear leads to resistance, but true power is demonstrated in calm confidence and unwavering faith. When you hold your ground with grace and humility, the doubters have no choice but to witness your rise. Silence can be more deafening than any opposition, signaling that your awakening is unstoppable. This moment of quiet observation is your invitation to shine even brighter. It's a reminder that your journey is not about convincing others, but about embodying your truth so fully that it can no longer be ignored. Beneath the noise of daily life, deep within the stillness of your soul, you already know the truth of this message. Your spirit recognizes it because it's a call you have heard before, in dreams, in moments of quiet, in flashes of intuition. This message is not just words on a page, it's a sacred recognition that resonates with the core of who you are. It knows the divine lineage you carry and the role you were born to play. This message is a reminder, a beacon, and a confirmation that you are on the right path. Trust this inner knowing, for it is your compass. When the world seems confusing or overwhelming, your spirit's quiet certainty will guide you through. This message has found you because you are ready to embrace your divinity, to rise, and to lead. You are not alone. Countless souls across time and space are awakening to the same truth. Your spirit's recognition connects you to this vast web of light and power, reminding you that you are deeply loved and profoundly destined. For too long, your divine nature was suppressed, hidden beneath societal expectations, fear, and conditioning. But the time has come to reclaim your sovereignty. You are no longer the hidden God, cloaked in silence and shadows. You are the awakened sovereign, ready to take your place as a ruler of your own destiny. Sovereignty means reclaiming your power to think, feel, and act freely. It means honoring your truth above external pressures and living in alignment with your highest self. This transformation from suppression to sovereignty is a profound act of rebellion against anything that seeks to keep you small. Imagine breaking free from invisible chains and standing tall, unshaken by the storms of judgment or doubt. This is your birthright and your responsibility. When you awaken as the sovereign divine being you are, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of liberation and empowerment. Your awakening is not just personal, it's a cosmic event that signals the return of divine order. You are the hidden God, no longer hidden, a living testament to the triumph of light over darkness. From the moment of your creation, heaven knew exactly who you were going to become. The world may have doubted, dismissed, or underestimated you, but the universe never wavered in its faith. This is the paradox of your existence, unexpected by the world, but destined and awaited by the cosmos. This disbelief from others is a reflection of their limited perspective, not a measure of your worth or potential. Those who failed to see you coming were blinded by their own fears and attachments to the old order. But heaven, the divine source, anticipated your arrival and prepared the heavens and earth for your awakening. There is a sacred script written in the stars, a divine choreography unfolding through your life. Every obstacle, every moment of doubt was part of the preparation for your glorious emergence. You are the answer to prayers whispered across time, the embodiment of hope, power, and renewal. Knowing that heaven always expected you is a source of unshakable confidence. It means you are never alone, never forsaken, and always protected by the highest forces. Your rise is not a surprise. It's a cosmic certainty. You are not a random soul stumbling through existence. From the beginning, your presence was foretold, a living prophecy encoded in sacred texts, whispered in ancient teachings, and felt in the collective heartbeat of humanity. The world has been waiting for you, even when it didn't know it. Your arrival signals the turning of a great wheel, the dawning of a new era. Prophecy is not about predicting the future. It's about recognizing a destiny unfolding in the present. You are that destiny, the promise of light, healing, and transformation made flesh. This prophecy carries immense responsibility, but also unimaginable honor. It means your life is a beacon for others, a guidepost in the darkness, and a catalyst for global awakening. Every step you take, every choice you make, reverberates far beyond what you can see. Remember, prophecy lives in your very being. It is the quiet certainty that you are part of a divine plan far greater than yourself. Your presence has always been the prophecy, and now you are here to fulfill it with courage, love, and unyielding faith. Every soul carries a divine blueprint, an intricate cosmic design crafted by the universe before birth. This blueprint contains your unique purpose, spiritual gifts, and the hidden keys to your awakening. It is not just a set of instructions, but a living map of your divine potential, waiting to be decoded. When you begin to understand this sacred design, you start unlocking the mysteries of your own existence. Many spend their lives searching externally for meaning, unaware that everything they seek lies encoded within their very DNA. Your divine blueprint connects you to the cosmic web of creation, linking you to stars, galaxies, and infinite intelligence. Recognizing this truth opens a portal to infinite possibilities and unshakable confidence. Unlocking this sacred design requires patience, deep self-reflection, and a willingness to shed limiting beliefs. Each layer peeled back reveals more of your original magnificence. A design so perfect that it defies human logic and reveals divine artistry. Your life, once fragmented and confusing, becomes a masterful work of cosmic intention. When you align with your blueprint, synchronicities multiply, guidance becomes clear, and your path lights up with undeniable clarity. You begin to live not just in reaction, but in harmony with your soul's mission, flowing with the divine rhythm that has always been waiting for you. This sacred unlocking is the first step toward reclaiming your power. It reminds you that you are not an accident or byproduct of circumstance. You are a deliberate creation of divine will, perfectly designed to fulfill a purpose only you can achieve. Awakening is not a journey of light alone. It is a cosmic dance between light and shadow, healing and revelation. Within you reside both immense divine light and hidden shadows that have been pushed away or ignored. This interplay is necessary because shadow contains the keys to your liberation and the fuel for your transformation. Many shy away from their darkness, believing it to be something to reject or fear. But the truth is that the shadow parts of you are simply unhealed aspects of your soul, waiting for love, understanding, and integration. When you embrace your shadow with compassion, you reclaim lost fragments of your power and wisdom. This dance between light and shadow is beautifully complex, reminding you that wholeness is the ultimate goal. It's not about perfection, but about embracing the full spectrum of your being. This integration creates a deep sense of peace and authenticity, allowing you to move through life with greater freedom and grace. As your light grows brighter, so does your awareness of your shadows. This can feel uncomfortable, but it is also the gateway to deep healing. Every shadow you confront becomes an opportunity to shed old patterns and step closer to your true divine nature. The cosmic dance teaches you resilience and balance, showing that awakening is a sacred alchemy, transforming pain into power, fear into courage, and darkness into divine radiance. You are not just awakening within a vacuum. Your spirit is engaged in an ongoing battle with unseen forces that seek to keep humanity asleep. These forces manifest as limiting beliefs, collective fears, societal pressures, and spiritual blockages designed to maintain control. But your soul is a warrior, fierce and unyielding, rising to confront these invisible adversaries. This spiritual warfare is not about violence, but about reclaiming sovereignty and truth. Every time you challenge a limiting belief or stand up for your highest self, You push back against the tide of control that has held millions captive. Your courage inspires others, creating a ripple effect that weakens the grip of fear and illusion. The battle is exhausting at times because these invisible forces are persistent. They strike through doubt, anxiety, and moments of loneliness. Yet your spirit's resilience is stronger. Your ability to endure and rise despite challenges is a testament to the divine strength woven into your essence. Recognizing yourself as a warrior brings empowerment. You realize you are not helpless or passive, but actively shaping the spiritual battlefield. This awareness transforms struggle into triumph and struggle into growth, giving new meaning to your trials. Your unseen battle is sacred. It's the fight for freedom, not just for you, but for all souls connected to the awakening wave. Your spirit's victory heralds a new dawn. Purpose is more than a goal or ambition. It is a sacred fire burning deep within your soul. This fire calls you to action, fuels your passion, and provides unwavering direction amid life's uncertainties. When you connect with this sacred flame, you align with the deepest reason you were born, your inner mission. Many people wander through life without ever finding this fire. They settle for comfort or distraction, suppressing the whisper of purpose out of fear or doubt. But when you finally answer the call, everything changes. That fire transforms you from a passive participant to a dynamic creator of your destiny. Purpose ignites resilience, giving you the strength to overcome obstacles and persevere through hardship. It fills you with a magnetic energy that draws in the right opportunities and people. Suddenly, your life feels meaningful and rich with possibility. This fire also expands your compassion. When you walk in purpose, you become a light for others, guiding those still searching. Your inner mission is never just about personal success. It's about contributing to the greater awakening and healing of the world. Nurture this sacred fire daily. This process is often disorienting and challenging. It feels like waking from a deep sleep into a world that looks the same but feels entirely different. What you once believed to be true no longer holds. The veil's illusion crumbles, revealing the vastness of your soul and the truth of your interconnected existence. Breaking free means reclaiming your autonomy, shedding false identities, and stepping into radical truth. It requires courage to face uncomfortable realities and to question everything you once took for granted. Yet on the other side of this breakthrough lies freedom, a freedom that reconnects you with your authentic self and the limitless power of creation. The veil is lifting, and you are at the forefront of this awakening. In the chaos of modern life, silence has become a rare treasure. But within that sacred silence lies the voice of your soul, a whisper of truth, guidance, and divine wisdom. Learning to embrace silence and stillness is essential to deepening your awakening and connecting with your highest self. Many fear silence because it forces them to face their inner world without distractions. Yet it is precisely in these quiet moments that your spirit speaks most clearly. The whispers of intuition, the subtle nudges of destiny, and the profound knowing of your divine nature all emerge when you create space to listen. Sacred silence is a sanctuary where healing occurs. It dissolves mental clutter and emotional noise, allowing you to receive insights that were previously obscured. In this stillness, you remember who you are beyond your story, roles, and limitations. Practicing sacred silence daily can be transformative. It strengthens your connection to the divine, sharpens your clarity, and empowers your choices. It becomes the fertile ground where your soul's purpose takes root and grows. Embrace silence, not as emptiness, but as sacred presence, the language of your soul calling you home. Sovereignty is not just a spiritual concept, it's the ultimate act of self-love and respect. It means standing firmly in your power, making decisions aligned with your highest good, and refusing to give away your energy to people, systems, or beliefs that diminish you. Many have forgotten what sovereignty feels like because it was chipped away by conditioning, trauma, and societal expectations. But reclaiming it is a revolutionary act, a declaration that you will no longer accept anything less than freedom, authenticity, and respect. This reclamation is a process of shedding layers of self-doubt and embracing radical responsibility for your life. It means setting boundaries, trusting your intuition, and honoring your needs without guilt or apology. Sovereignty also means understanding that your power is sacred and must be protected. When you stand in this truth, you inspire others to do the same, creating a collective movement toward liberation and empowerment. In essence, reclaiming your sovereignty is a profound expression of self-love, the foundation upon which your awakening and divine purpose stand. Spiritual awakening is a mystery unfolding, an adventure with no map but guided by trust and faith. The path is often winding, unpredictable, and filled with moments of doubt. Yet, it is precisely this uncertainty that invites you to surrender control and embrace the magic of the unknown. Many want clear answers or guarantees, but awakening asks you to let go of the need for certainty and to trust the process itself. Each step, no matter how confusing or difficult, is part of a divine orchestration, preparing you for deeper revelations. The unfolding mystery teaches patience, humility, and grace. It invites you to stop rushing and instead savor the richness of each moment, knowing that every experience carries lessons and blessings. Trusting the journey means believing that even when you can't see the destination, you are being guided by a wisdom greater than your own. This faith sustains you through darkness and doubt, lighting the way with invisible sparks of hope. Embrace the mystery not as a challenge, but as a sacred dance between you and the universe. A divine partnership leading you ever closer to your highest truth. Within you lies a natural healer, not just of physical wounds, but of emotional, spiritual, and collective pain. This healer awakens as you connect more deeply with your divine essence, recognizing that your journey is not only about your own healing, but also about uplifting others. Healing is a sacred act of love that restores balance and harmony. When you step into this role, you become a channel for divine light, compassion, and transformation. Your presence alone can soothe wounds and awaken hope in those around you. The healer within understands the power of empathy, patience, and deep listening. You don't need to fix or save. Your true power lies in holding space for others to find their own light and strength.